Next game up here, we're going to go to the Chargers and Eagles game. Here we go. Yeah, Chargers, Eagles. Remember, we see Brandon Stayle being so aggressive here in the fourth down calling. And that's just overall in the league. I think we're seeing it increase. Just optically, I don't know if we've seen this much aggressiveness consistently by multiple teams and multiple coaches. And it was really kind of Brandon Stayle, we believe, kind of started this trend. It was really Brandon Stayle, kind of real aggressive, really all year long going for it on fourth down. And I think a lot of coaches are seeing that and being like, well, yeah, let's try it. Let's go before it. Let's be aggressive and all that. So I think Brandon Staley's the ringleader of the aggressiveness here by the head coaches, and we just don't love it overall. We think it's kind of unnecessary, so we've got all the plays queued up here where they went for it on fourth down and all that. So let's see what the play calling is like. Who is Brandon Stayle trusting in these situations? Are they getting it in dominant fashion? Which, if they are picking up the fourth downs on dominant fashion, then then that gives you clearance to keep going for it. But if they're barely getting it, if they're just squeaking by, maybe relax on it a little bit. So let's investigate these fourth down conversions a little bit more in depth here. And the first one, like we know, comes on the very first drive right here, on fourth and goal from the 2-yard line. Let's go back to the third and goal from the 2-yard line. Once again, we're going to have to go through this process of reloading the page and not loading and then going different ways of bringing up the page. So give us the couple of seconds needed to finally have the NFL.com bring it up here, because they make us play this refreshing game for some reason. They want us to refresh the page 40 times for it to finally come back up, because this website is so gosh dang garbage. Fix your website, please. I paid $100 for the service. What are we doing? I want my money back, and I would still like the service for free. So I'll be the Karen. I'll get my $100 back because you are ruining the show. Thank you. See, we have to refresh the page 3 times. Like, what is that? Literally, what is that? What are we doing out here? NFL.com, NFL Game Pass. I'm calling out everybody. I want all the smoke from everybody. All right, so here we go. Finally, almost ready to get back here. Here we go. Bringing up the game. Then we got to switch it to broadcast, and then we can start breaking it down. So thank you, NFL Game Pass, for having like 15 minutes of the show of just bringing up your garbage services. All right, here we go. First, fourth down, but I want to go to the third down because it was third and goal from the 2-yard line, and we get Justin Herbert incomplete pass here. So let's watch this play first that set up the fourth down. Here we go. It's just a setup screen, and that's just great job by the Eagles to recognize it. Once again, this Eagles defense is real solid here. But that gives you confidence to go for it on fourth and goal from the 2-yard line after the defense really just smothered your wide receiver screen pass. So here we go. Brandon Stayle being aggressive here. Fourth and goal from the 2-yard line. First possession on the road. He says, screw the points. I want 7. Does he get 7? Here we go. Justin Fields in the backfield, rolling out to the right, speed option to the right, and it's the Eagles defense ready to make the stop. This Eagles defense is good, especially in the red zone here, so big balls by Brandon Stayle unfortunately does not pay off, but look who they trusted here. They trusted Justin Herbert. They trusted, I believe this is Keenan Allen at the top of the route, number 13. But then they also kind of sprinted everything out to the right, so not really trusting the offensive line. That's why you spread everything or rush everything out to the right to buy some more time. I get you're just trying to hit a little bit of a zig route on the at the front of the sideline. I get what they're going for right here. Just a kind of nice little simple out right there. It's thrown decently, but that defense by the Eagles just to rally and give them no extra inch. That is absolutely great work by the Eagles defense. So overall, I don't love the decision to go for it there. Take the points when you can get the points, especially on the first or second drive. And we see that's where the aggressiveness is coming from by Brandon Stayle. Alrighty, next fourth down that they try to go for is in the second quarter, folks. Tie game, 7-7. Once again, having a chance to get points. Let's take it from the 3rd and 6. That sets up a 4th and 2 from the Eagles' 27-yard line. So once again, kind of guaranteed field goal make, guaranteed 3 points, guaranteed lead, and Brandon Stayle doesn't want to go for it. But let's watch the 3rd down play. Were they setting up to go for it on 4th down? Was this a setup to make it a 4th and manageable? Let's see. 3rd and 6. Justin Fields dropping back to pass, dinks it down about 2 yards short of the 1st down, and that brings up 4th and 2. But they go for it on 4th and 2, folks, from the Eagles' 27-yard line. You've got guaranteed points, basically. Let's see who they trust, what they run. Was it close? Let's see. Justin Herbert under center. And they're going to pitch it out to the left here. And once again, the defense rallies. You're testing this Eagles defense. And I know at the end of the day, they won the game. It's a good win. Congratulations, they won. But are they going to be able to keep it up while doing that? Because if you are getting success going for it on 4th down, which they're really not, but they're still winning the game, so Brandon Stayle is going to be kind of more encouraged to keep going for it because he doesn't have the consequences overall. They won the game. Yeah, they didn't pick up every single 4th down, but they still won the game, so his decisions at the end didn't cost him the game, which once again green lights you to continue doing it. I just don't think it's going to keep working. I don't think you're going to keep on winning games like this. This was still a close game, and you still left up like 6 points on the board. So never leave up points on the board in a close game, especially on the road. I get being aggressive. I just think it's unnecessary, especially with this Eagles defense. This is a good defense that has proven like the entire season to kind of stop teams in the red zone, stop teams on short distances and all that, and rally to the football. They've shown this. So Brandon Stayle going for it here and just kind of holding up 2 middle fingers to the Eagles, being like, fuck y'all, I'm doing what I want. I don't know. And once again, it gives undeserved, really unnecessary motivation to the other team. We read what Tim Patrick said when the Cowboys were testing them on 4th downs twice in the game. They're like, don't disrespect us. So you just give extra wanted motivation. You don't get points. Unfortunate. All right, and then the next time they go for it on 4th down, and we thought this one was kind of crazy. They do it twice. One is understandable. The other one's a little crazy. So here we go. We've got the play up. Let's set the scene. Here we go. Tie game, 24-24 in the 4th quarter, 3 minutes left. Eagles have 3 timeouts. Chargers have 2 timeouts. It's 4th and 1 at the 39-yard line. So I get it right here. You don't really want to go for the field goal. It's going to be a long field goal. We're talking about probably 55 plus yards, I would say. Kicking it, they're at the 40, so you add the extra 10 for the 10 yards. Add another extra 7 right there. So, yeah, probably 57 yards. What did the kicker kick longest here in this game? Did he take any field goals in this game? He went 2 of 2, and the longest was a 30. So they weren't really trying to kick these long field goals. And if you don't make it, you give the Eagles great starting field position at their own 40-yard line. I get all that. So I don't really mind this 4th down right here. So let's see what they do here on 4th and 1 from the 39-yard line. Under center here, Justin Herbert, and they're just going to hand off the ball, and it picks it up decently easily. He's like right at the marker. So that was an okay decision right there. I don't mind that decision. Out of all the decisions that we've seen so far, that's the best one that I endorse. Absolutely. Now, this one we think is a little reckless. This one we truly believe is very reckless right here. Once again, let's set up the scene. Here we go. Tie game still. Under the 2-minute warning. Eagles have no timeouts. Eagles have no timeouts here, folks. It's 4th and 1. 4th and 1. Nobody's got any more timeouts here. Tie game, 24-24. They're at the Eagles' 28-yard line. You can kick the field goal. This is a shorter field goal now. This is good to kick the field goal now. But they still decide to go for it. And I don't understand. If you get the field goal, you go up 3, and the Eagles have no timeouts, so it's easier for you to defend because they're going to be looking to kind of play the boundaries and all that. So I just don't understand why you don't take the points right here. They go for it on 4th and 1. If you don't get it, you're looking at maybe overtime or even losing the game. Once again, let's see how they pick it up. 4th and 1, under center, Justin Herbert. And they QB sneak with Justin Herbert, and I agree with QB sneaking with Justin Herbert. We know he's a big, beefy quarterback out here, so he can get the push, and they pick up the 1st down, and then they're able to chew out the clock and kick the game-winning field goal. But I think that one was real unnecessary. I know, and once again, yes, it pays off in the end. It turns out to be a good decision because they got it and they win the game because of it. But what happened if they didn't pick this up, folks? What happens if, they were down in this situation and all that? What happens if you're facing a little bit of a better opponent overall? This Eagles team is still good. Once again, the record 3-6, they're way better than what their record is. But what happens when they're facing the Bucks, or what happens when they're facing the Titans or the Rams or the Cardinals in the playoffs and all that? Are they still going to be as aggressive? And is the defense going to allow you to keep going for it like this without any consequences? I just think he's getting a little bit too gutsy. I don't mind the gutsy, but I think he's just doing it a little bit too overboard in unnecessary situations as well. Like he's falling in love with it. Like he's trying to be the best thinker. Like, yeah, I'm not afraid to go for it. I'm outthinking the room. Like Aaron Rodgers always thinks he can outthink the room by everything. Catches up with him. Now he's the talk of the town, and the media's beloved star child right here that Aaron Rodgers is. They're ready to throw this man down the river. So Brandon Stayle, just keep it in check a little bit, please for me over here. You're killing me over here. When I watch these Chargers games, I literally have a heart attack. I don't know how these Chargers fans do it. So overall, yes, I know. I'm already, everybody's saying it was a garbage take anyway. I posted the clip to Twitter that we talked about when we broke down this game initially, and everyone's like, garbage take. And yeah, that's fine because they've won the game. So yes, it is a kind of garbage take in that aspect, but not everything is going to play out like it did before. You've got to kind of think about it in, game to game basis, situation by situation basis. And I think Brandon Stayle is getting just a little bit too comfortable with these. A little bit too comfortable. I think it's going to bite him in the butt one day. And I think it's going to bite him in the butt this season, but we'll see. We'll see. Only time will tell, folks, right? Only time will tell. Future proves the past. No? All right. What else do we got? Do we have time for anything